You are also a fan of the Indiana Jones props.
Yes.
Now, what are some of your favorite pieces in your collection as far as Indiana Jones goes?
There are probably 4 things that stand out to me as being those quintessential props.
The iconic Indiana Jones pieces, yeah.
A good whip.
Okay.
Even though it's a functional prop.
Do you know who made your whip?
My whip was made by Joe Strain.
Okay.
Who apprenticed under the original whipmaker for the films, which is David Morgan. And so it was made to specs that were exactly like the film.
Cool.
Because that's what I wanted. So,
Yeah.
another, of course, the fedora. As much as it's a costume piece, it's also, to me, a prop.
Very iconic,
And, good Lord, there's so many fedoras out there.
Yeah.
So if you go up to the Indie Gear board, you'll see what I'm talking about. And that's a whole other thing altogether, but there's a certain art to taking that and then beating it up and dirting it up and sweating it up, things like that. So it's a combination prop and costume piece. But really, when it comes to actual props, it would probably be the Staff of Ra headpiece and the Fertility Idol. My very first one I got was one by Indy Magnoli Clothiers and Props.
Yeah.
He was one of the original indie costume
kind
guys.
of a pioneer.
Yeah, I mean, he goes way back, and because he's such a fan, so he started making things that no one else was making at the time.
Yeah.
But I eventually got my hands on what was, the coveted Acme Ra headpiece.
Yeah.
Beautiful piece. And that for a long time kind of was the thing that everybody wanted.
Definitely.
And then I guess, what was it, a couple years ago maybe now? I don't remember, up on the RPF. And I guess that was taken from a screen use piece. And I think that's the most beautiful and probably most accurate of them.
Yeah.
So, as you start getting into the hobby of collecting props, you get the one piece and then the hunt starts to continue.
Yep.
So now my hunt for the Fertility Idol continues.
Now would that be number 4? You so far got whip, fedora, headpiece,
and
Fertility Idol.
Yeah, and my first Fertility Idol was also my first what I consider to be very expensive prop investment. At a mere $150, which for me at the time was this ridiculous amount of money to spend on any prop. But that was the MK Idol.
Okay.
Which for a long time was looked at as being one of the premier idols.
Sure, absolutely.
It still is among the top 5, I would imagine, that's out there. And this one was a run of 12.
Wow.
MK he just really wanted one for himself. And he got in 11 other people so that they could go and get them gold plated and everything like that. And that's how they came to be. And I got in on that run of 12. Later on, he eventually ran another run of 12. So there's basically 24 MK idols out in the world. Yeah. And that's it. So.
Are you still looking for that perfect idol, or you're happy with the MK? Like you're not
I need one more.
Okay.
Yeah. Either rumor has it there's the Gobbler idol.
Right. Yeah. I kind of want the Gobbler.
But there is another something forming on the replica prop forum of one that is. Sounds like it should be very nice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Keep my eye open.
Yes, as will I.